It is getting cold. I even saw a little bit of snow coming down the other day. Just, was that yesterday? Day before? Didn't stick or nothing. It is freezing at night. Alright, update on Jimmy. Update on the trucks. It sounds like finally we have a plan. Got a contract written up that just says that I will have this truck off this property in a certain amount of time, or I sign it back and he takes it to I think he mentioned a donation center or something, some place that takes old cars, fixes them up, and sells them for charity. Just said, let's go ahead and sit down tonight and we'll work it out. Didn't like the first contract I made, so I made a second contract. Yeah, basically it says the truck gets off the property a certain amount of time or I give it back. Also, my stuff is in the contract now. That was the change up he wanted, was to include my move out date and just wants to ensure I'm not here for another winter, which is fine by me. I will not stay here another winter. I will, if it comes down to that point, I will just leave, because I just can't do it. Thank God for the truck. I hope this works out. Fingers crossed. I'll definitely update you here in a minute on this vlog. Some stink bugs, go get those out of there. Try and get those as much as I can. Boy, I find big old packs of them in between sheets of plywood. Bug patrol. Jimmy, I'm sorry. You probably got some moisture in here. I had all but given up on you. Just seemed like, I mean, I still am not for sure. But I am pretty sure. Oh boy, and I cannot wait. We're gonna get lots of work done on Jimmy. Hope yeah, still got my notes. Lots of things to do. What do we got? Everything. Coolant flush, new oil, oil filter, trans filter, attach return line. Oh, on the gas tank. Yeah, we need to do that. Test the alternator. I think it is it's either weak or it's fine. I think it might be weak or the battery might be bad. I don't know. Yeah, I do kind of remember that. I think it might have a bad alternator. Got this big old tank in the back. I need to freshen up both tanks. They both need some fresh gas. Fix, replace. Tank selector valve. I don't know if I'll do that. I think instead of having the selector valve, which is this, I think. What is this? Yeah. Side tank, back tank. I don't know. That's pretty cool though. As one. I mean, the story is that this thing was such a gas guzzler when it was towing a trailer that it needed an extra tank. Also needed all these extra cooling systems. There's like some oil cooler fans and custom scoop thing in the front to help the thing cool itself down. Got some customizing there for cooling. And this thing was a camper hauling with a special kind of hauling rig. Got this underdrive overdrive system here, which I'm still not too not quite sure how that all works. Under or overdrive, 20 or 40. I'm not sure what any of that means. It's gonna be fun figuring it out. Maybe we'll put at that radio too. Go talk to some semi-truckers. Got the universal cruise control. I'm pretty sure that didn't come in the truck. That looks like something aftermarket. Transmission, oil temp. Yeah, this thing's all decked out for hauling. But yeah, back to the tank. I think I might just make it so I can have a gas nozzle and, fuel myself up, or I don't know, maybe it'll be just as probably be a lot cheaper just to replace the valve and have a switching tank. It just kind of complicates things, with the fuel system. If something goes wrong with that valve, then the truck doesn't start, or you can't get to the tank you need to. I don't know, but I do like the idea of this thing being able to haul a decent amount of gasoline. Then I can bring gas up to like an off-grid property and unload it into a bigger tank. I've got all sorts of ideas for this truck. If we keep it, probably won't. Probably we'll see how well the videos do. It needs to be off the property. We got 6 months to get this off the property. Put a tarp back on that. It seems pretty dry. The first things I'm gonna do if this works out: new tires, brakes, get it running good. Then we can be mobile again. Go get parts for patches. We'll get this truck out of here, and then we can move on to Rusty, this awesome dually. I'll try and keep Rusty. I'll get a storage unit, or sell them too, who knows. Put all the money toward property. Alright, you guys, truck agreement, bill of sale, the title, and the keys. Jimmy is mine. Finally. Holy crap, I had all but given up on him with this whole process. For those who don't know, I was offered these trucks for free, as long as I could get them off the property. So I couldn't really figure that out, being homeless and living in my RV. So it never really happened. And a couple years went by, and or was it a year and a half, 2 years? I don't remember. Some time went by, and I finally thought up, why don't we just write up a contract? If I don't get them off the property in a certain amount of time, and then I'll sign them back, and you can have them taken out of here. He's worried about me leaving cars here that are still in my name and making it hard for him to get rid of them. So, truck agreement. We finally figured out a plan. I don't know why I didn't think this up sooner. I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for it. I'd be done with that RV right now if I had my own ride to get to town. Because there's the weeks I'd be sitting up here waiting for a ride to go get parts for patches. I almost can't believe it. I can't believe we finally figured this whole ordeal out. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is awesome. Jimmy. So much going on now. Got something to do for winter. I think I'm going to pull the tractor out of here and give myself a little working space. Just put a tarp over it. Holy moly, that's awesome. Now I just need to get a ride back to Washington so I can get some new plates for them and put them on insurance. New tires and brakes will probably be the first thing I do. And first mission is to get him drivable, and we did it. Finally got it going. Jimmy. Get Jimmy fixed up and sold or stored. And then we'll move on to old Rusty. Rusty last, because I'll probably keep Rusty. Rusty's got the 4-wheel drive. Although Jimmy is such a good looking truck. We'll see if I can get a warehouse. We'll see how well the videos do. This allows me to get back into sticker sales and selling stuff on eBay that I don't need. Got some souvenirs from patches that I need to sign and get sold. Oh, I could go back to work. I got the two temp agencies I'm still hired on with are emailing me and texting me. They want me to come back to work. There is work out there, and they're begging for workers. I would not mind putting a little more money back in my pocket. I can't believe it. It's done. I finally did it. Got Jimmy's battery charged up. Getting Patch's battery charged up. We'll probably start her too here sometime soon. Want to get some of that treated gas up into the carburetor and through the rest of the fuel line, and keep her fresh and ready. But priority will be Jimmy, because Jimmy's my ride out of here, so I can go get parts. Take care of things back in Washington instead of waiting weeks for a ride. It's all charged? Alright. Battery's charged. I do not like the plastic shell diesel heaters. These things always make noise. Didn't do that before. Patch has got some moisture in her. Usually turn off the heater when it gets windy out because it just blows so much air through that I don't think it really keeps the heat in. So when it's windy, I shut off the main heater, and I forgot to turn it back on last night, and so there's a little bit of moisture in there. What's going on with this thing? It's a little better. Give patches a good drying session today. Metal shells. Why are we not making more than metal shell diesel heaters? I think for a later project I'm going to take that plastic shell out of there and put in one of my metal shell diesel heaters. Those cases flex really bad and they rub on the fan. Alright, you guys. Gonna figure out a place to work on this thing and we'll get started as soon as possible. Alright, it's got charged not too long ago. See if I can get this to start. Get them glow plugs. Compression release. cleared out pretty good. Just a bunch of garbage and cardboard that's saved for like working under cars and stuff. But it got all mushy and chewed up, so I saved the good pieces, burned the bad. Got a nice big open area to pull Jimmy in, work under the hood. Don't got enough space to get him all the way in here, but that's all right. I don't. If I need to get the back end under some cover, I can flip them around. But there it is. This will be where we do our work on Jimmy. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm gonna find out if he starts or not. Been sitting a little while yet again. Thank you for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. Got lots of Jimmy coming up. Rusty's not mine yet, but we got the keys for him too. So probably start him up, freshen him up, move him around. Such a cool looking truck. I love those bubble headlights, or whatever you call them. Round headlights. Too cool, way too cool, especially this thing. Who's the genius who came up with that? Oh yeah, it also does something else here, doesn't it? Oh yeah, you can get a higher step or a lower step. The handy truck. Jimmy is ready. Jimmy is ready for some work. Got some of Patch's old cabinets cleaned up. Stuff that isn't going to be used again. Stuff that is rotted from sitting outside. Got a pretty good fire going. Diesel heater is sounding better.